Hi guys, Muns here. On today's episode of About Muns, it's going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be going through Ed Sheeran's new album, Play. It's called Play. Just going to give a quick album review. Like I said, I listen to mostly three artists: Drake, Ed Sheeran, and Adele. Those are three people I always look forward to when they bring out projects or mixtapes or whatever, anything like that. So if any of those artists ever bring out anything, I would always do a review on it on All About It Ones. I know my channel is mainly for sport and exercise, but it will be something a little bit different to review music and review albums such as Drake's album, Ed Sheeran's album, or Adele's album. So let me get straight into it. This new album is called Play, Ed Sheeran's album. This is his first one in about 2 years now. I was actually really looking forward to it. I always look forward to Ed Sheeran's album, Drake's or Adele's album when they bring it out. So this album has it has 13 songs on it. So pretty much looking forward to listening to the whole album because whenever my favorite artist always brings out an album, I was listening to it from start to finish. So obviously the intro, then obviously the last song will be the outro. So in this one, I'm just looking through my notes because I made a couple of notes last couple of days after I sat on and listened to it for, let's say, over, I think it's been 7-8 days now I've listened to it. I think it's been 7 or 8 days I've listened to it now. So pretty much got my opinions from it so far. So like I said, 13 songs on the album itself. I love artists who drop consistently. Unlike some people like Kendrick Lamar, rarely ever drops. But yeah, my favorite artists always drop consistently. So Drake and Ed Sheeran. Adele is a outlier, which who rarely ever drops. So let me get right into it. Anyways, enough of the spiel from the start. So the 13 tracks in this album. The intro was actually a pretty good song. It's called what was the intro called? So the intro was a good intro. It's called Opening. Actually, that's the name of the intro. It's a very good song. It's pretty decent song. Sang at the start, basically just giving us a recap of what was going on in his life. His wife battling cancer, him losing his best friend, his one of his childhood friends, and then he's basically saying he wants peace for the rest of the year, for the rest of his life. That life has been throwing a lot of shit at him the last couple of years. And also here, the second half of this song was him rapping. I actually, not gonna lie, I actually kind of like when Ed Sheeran raps a little bit. Not too much. Obviously, I prefer singing, but I like when he raps a little bit. So the rapping was pretty decent. Can't deny that. Rapping was pretty decent. So obviously, give us a recap of his life, having two new kids, wife battling cancer, and then he's losing his friend, and basically he said he just wants peace now. So in this album, what I noticed in this album was, if you follow Ed Sheeran on social media, you can tell when he was in the midst of writing this album, I think he was touring India, and this album actually has a very heavy Indian influence on it, in my opinion. There's a couple of songs there that has very heavy. They're heavily influenced by basically Indian type of songs or Indian type of beats or sound. So basically, Sapphire, Azizam, Don't Look Down, and Symmetry. Those are I think it's 4 songs on the album. They're very heavily influenced by basically Indian artists and Indian kind of sound. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The biggest fan of the those type of songs, if I'm being completely honest. When I want to listen to Ed Sheeran, I want to listen to slow songs, well written songs, thoughtful songs you can relate to. So there was a couple of songs that actually came out with their leading singles before the album actually dropped. So Azizam came out, I didn't really like it. Sapphire, I didn't really like it. It's okay. Old Phone, I like that one. A little more, I like that. I really like that one. Those are the 4 songs I think before the album dropped. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 songs I particularly like on the album. Old Phone, in other words, A Little More, Slowly, The Vow, and For Always. Those are the 6 songs that I like. Those are the Ed Sheeran songs, the type of songs I would expect from Ed Sheeran. And those 6 songs on the album, my favorites. are my favorite songs on this album. So I'm going to go through them in a little bit of details while reviewing the album itself. What I also noticed that the first half of the album was kind of just he was just kind of talking about previous life experience the last couple of years, which is nice to get insight to his life experience the last couple of years, because I believe the best way for artists to let fans know what they're going through is through the music, not by tweeting or Instagram posts or whatever like that. I think it's through the music. That's why I listen to artists such as Drake and Adele and Ed Sheeran, because they'll let fans know what they're going through the music. And I think that's the best way, in my opinion. So, what I also noticed in the second half of the album, it was basically a love letter to his wife. I'm not gonna lie, I love the second part of the album. There's a couple of songs there that I dedicated to his wife, talking about love stories. Those are my favorite type of song, Ed Sheeran songs, and deep down I'm a lover boy, so I really really like those type of songs. I'm not gonna lie. So the first song I want to go through, like I said, I want to go through six songs that I really like on the album. Old Phone. It came out before the album actually came out. It's basically talking about, I think he was going through a court proceeding a couple of years ago, and they had to go through his old phone to find out any evidence or whatever. And I think he saw messages from his old friend that actually passed away, voicemail from his old friend that passed away, text messages from old relationships, arguing and everything like that. And yeah, basically he's just going through his old phone and seeing things in the past couple of years that obviously to him, he said he's made peace with everything like that. But it was nice. He said it was very nice for him to see things like that, but also scary at the same time when he sees old messages from his friend that passed away, his childhood friend that passed away, and things like that. So my favorite song on this album is called "In Other Words." By far my favorite song on the album. This is the Ed Sheeran mo. This is Ed Sheeran's. He was in his bag in this. He was deep in his bag in this song. Ed Sheeran was deep in his bag in this song, in my opinion. It was a slow song. It was a love song. The piano was playing in the background. For me, Ed Sheeran makes songs that are very relatable. It was a well-written song, in my opinion. It was just basically talking about his wife habits, the habits that she might not like, and little things that she might not like about herself, but he loves about her, and everything like that, which most people can relate to. If you're seeing someone, or you're with someone, your wife, your partner, whatever, there might be habits they don't like about themselves, but that's what makes them unique. That's what Ed Sheeran was talking about, and if you listen to the song, it's called "In Other Words." It's such a well written song, and it's my favorite song on the album by far. It's a beautiful song. You should listen to it. Everyone should listen to that song. It's a very, very beautiful song. You really, really like it. A lover boy like myself love songs like that. So my second favorite song on the album is called "A Little More." It's a faster tempo kind of song, which they aren't my favorite type of Ed Sheeran song, but this one is actually pretty good. It's about a scorned lover he had previously. He wishes her nothing but the worst, which is not like Ed Sheeran at all. Basically, he's trying to see what he was saying in the song is when they were together, he treated her really nice. He was really nice to her. He gave her basically everything that she needed: support, emotionally, physically, anything that she wanted. He treated her so well, and he didn't feel like the energy was reciprocated back to him. And eventually, I think she must have ended things, or I'm not sure if he ended things. I'm not 100% sure the way he when he sang the song, but obviously things ended between those two, and now he's clearly saying his life is much better without her. And I rarely ever, I don't think I've ever heard Ed Sheeran come out with this type of energy where he's bitter towards an ex, or wishing them the worst, wishing bad towards them. So you know what? I actually kind of like it. Not gonna lie, I actually kind of like it. The lyrics in the song is actually very good. It's a very catchy song. It's a very, very catchy song. I honestly did not expect this from Ed Sheeran whatsoever, but I like it though. I like it. He's basically talking about one of his exes and how he wishes her nothing but the worse. And obviously bad things happen to her, that his life has gone better without him. And obviously he seems like he's bitter about the past relationship. Obviously it must have ended in bad terms. For me, it's very, very surprising. But that could never be me though. I'm never bitter over anything like that. You know yourself. So the next song I'm going to go through is called "Slowly." It's actually a nice song. It's pretty much the title is self revealing itself. Slow song, and when you hear at the start of Ed Sheeran's song, when he goes 1, 2, 3, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, you know he's gonna be in his bag in this song. The song was pretty good. Not gonna lie, the song was pretty good. It's basically talking about how he's been on the road for the past couple of years. I think his wife comes to visit him once a while, and how much he misses her, and how much he enjoys spending time with her. And then when she's about to leave, he feels like life is not worth living. He's madly in love with his wife, as you can tell in the lyrics of the song. It's called Slowly. And obviously, it feels like distance have also brought them close together. And the amount of things they've gone through in the past couple of years, and whenever they get to see each other, obviously he's always torn making music, and he's been busy the last couple of years. But whenever they get to spend time together, it's always special. And this is a good song for anyone along this relationship. Basically, that's basically what this song is all about. For me, it's a well written song again. Like I said, when you at the start of an Ed Sheeran song, when you hear 1, 2, 3, 4, you know he's about to be in his bag. Yeah, this song was pretty good. This song was pretty good. It's probably third or fourth favorite song on the album. Next song I'm going to go through is The Vow. Another slow song. Like I said, I'm a lover boy. I love slow songs. I love slow Ed Sheeran songs. This is his bread and butter. This is just Ed Sheeran's true and true, basically. This is his MO. So basically, he vows. He's basically the song is the title of the song is self-revealing as well. Vow. He's talking about how he vows to love his wife forever and ever, and he's never going to let anything get in between them, even after everything they've been through. They've had 2 kids in the last couple of years. She's battled cancer. He's lost his best friends. He's lost his best friend. His best friend passed away, and they're basically trying to say the only constant and stable thing in his life is his wife, and he's never going to let her go. She means everything to him. So just the regular stuff you would say to your partner if you really love your partner. So basically, but he wrote it really, really well in my opinion. So it was a really, really nice song, and it feels like no matter what life throws at them, no matter the challenges life throws at them, they can always handle it because they have each other, which is very sweet. Not gonna lie. So next one I'm going to go through is the last one. This is the last song on the album that I like. It's called For Always. Similar to the previous song, basically telling his wife how much he loves her. Like I said, the second part of this album is basically just a love letter to his wife. Maybe like 4 or 5, 6 songs is basically just a love letter to his wife anyways, in this album. Basically saying he's going to love her. He's not going, no matter what life throws him, he's always going to be there, and he's going to always want to be with her, no matter what they've been through, circumstances in life. He's always going to want to be with her. I think they've been together for a long, long time. I think they were together before even the Fame. They knew each other before the Fame. So I'm going to give my honest review on this album after listening to everything. So I've gone through the songs, but my out of the 13 songs, I liked 6 songs on the album. For me, when I listen to Ed Sheeran, I want something slow. I want something something you can relate to, something you can listen to when you're with your partner or someone you care about a lot. And for me, in this, I can only do that maybe with like 5 or 6 songs in this album out of 13 songs. Overall, I don't think there's no real like smash hit songs that Ed Sheeran, at least one smash hit song that Ed Sheeran always have on every album that lasts basically a lifetime or a couple of years that you like. Maybe it'll grow on me in the next couple of weeks. I'm not too sure, but I highly doubt it. I really enjoyed the second half of the album. It kind of slowed down the second half. That's why I listen to Ed Sheeran. I like slow songs from Ed Sheeran. Overall, the rating, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Pretty decent album, pretty decent body of work, but I expect a lot more because Ed Sheeran is one of the greatest artists of our generation. I expect a lot more. 6 out of 10 isn't too bad. It left me wanting more basically of the album. It's not my favorite project of his, but it's still a very good album. So basically 6 out of 10. That's why I give the album the rating I give the album. Pretty decent body of work. I expected better. It basically, I wanted more from the album. But overall, I'm glad he brought our project. And Drake, please bring out your Iceman project. I am dying to listen to the project. All these songs right now is not doing it for me. I need Drake to drop that Iceman album. Please, Rizzy, if you're listening to this, drop that Iceman album. The streets are waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Anyways, thank you very much for listening to me. If you find yourself on my page, on my channel, please drop a comment, like the video, share the video. If you like, drop a comment. If you want to comment on anything, if you like any of the other songs that I don't like, if you like some of the songs that I like, if you disagree with my breakdown of the album, please drop a comment. We can have an honest debate about it. And also, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, because what I do know is people watch the video and don't click on the subscribe button. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend.